All right, J Boss is here so we can start the episode, guys. Absolutely blowing up the chat this morning. This is Layer 1 Live. We're bringing you the latest from around the cryptocurrency industry, around the blockchain industry, DeFi, NFTs. And listen, we have to start off with the breaking news from the day. Free Jiho. Free Jiho. Free Axie Infinity. They sent my man Jiho straight to the gulag. Straight to the gulag. It looks like Axie Infinity and Jiho have been banned by Twitter. I don't know exact. There's a Top Shot queue today? Guys, I'm always missing the alpha because tell me that didn't just happen. Tell me I didn't just miss it. We are here bringing you the latest from around the industry. Let me know if my audio is coming through okay on this beautiful Monday. We have a lot to get to in the city. Good to see you guys in the house. Let's break some all-time highs today. 116 is all-time highs. Free my man Jiho. Listen, unless some kind of black swan event happens, Twitter bans are good for publicity. Twitter bans are good. Because he's going to come right back. Axie's coming back, Jiho's coming back, and they're going to be martyrs. Our Vibe, our tribe, we're getting started here. What an episode we've got. What an episode we've got. So I got some breaking news other than Twitter bringing the ban hammer down on blockchain gaming. We got Visa completing first cryptocurrency transaction on ETH. SNL. Everybody knows about the SNL story now. Got some other good news. House token just launched. HAUS. Doing some things within the DAO ecosystem there. Quick news. Solana's pumping. Pamela Anderson. I don't know how that made its way onto the dashboard. I'm sorry. Is giving out signed Playboy covers for BitClout. Illuvium Sale tomorrow. Who is ready for that Illuvium Sale? I'm ready. Cosmos. Got some other NFT news. DeFi. We've got a ton of DeFi stuff to get to. Honestly, a lot of links in that DeFi section today. So if you guys... Let me actually update this as well. A lot of news in that DeFi section. Not going to be able to hit all the DeFi news today. Not going to be able to hit all of this, but I want to have the links in there just for you guys. Speaking of bans, we've been getting the ban hammer from YouTube. I need to make sure. I'm going to check my alt account right now, actually. I'm going to make sure this is okay. We've been getting the ban hammer from YouTube for showing or for, having audio issues. Look, it's not coming through again. Maybe that's on me. Make sure to get the episode out. But if we're sharing audio to that's kind of copyright, quote unquote, decentralize it. Come on. Then they're going to ban hammer us. Let me get to some of these comments. You guys are absolutely blowing up the chat. So I'm no audio here today from the background. But I'll look into getting that set up for you guys because I do like that kind of background music to be playing the whole time. So, all right, can you cover the specific Illuvium plan? Marty, I will hit that. Easy saying, what's up with Algo? I don't know. I listen, not an Algorand guy, but if we got people in the house, that's what they're there for. I'll look into Algorand as well. Easy in Crypto saying, oh yeah, we're mainstream now. LADZ SNL. All right, it looks like everybody's ready to roll. I got a ton of comments coming through. Keep it lit, guys. Keep it lit there in the chat as we start this episode. Again, shout out to the Axie crew. I'm sure they're going to bounce back. It's pretty easy. Twitter's going to say, oh, we're just keeping you in line, showing you who daddy is. You'll be back in a couple days. But shout out to my man Jiho. Shout out to the Axie Infinity fam. Cage. Kagian was all over Twitter. Can we look at this? My man is absolutely putting on for... Cage. Look at this. Woo! My man is putting on for Axie right now. Shout out to Cagian. Cagian. Rage Cage. All right, I'm getting to the episode now, guys. Good to have everybody in the house. XPOW hosted a phenomenal Lads Poker. He's been doing great hosting those Lads Poker events. We don't know if there was something, kind of fishy. And when I mean fishy, I don't mean fishy. OGs will know. Buffalo won Lads Poker. Buffalo, Phil Hellmuth, Lads Radio host, won Lads Poker. How does that happen? Easy was in the house. We had guys in Discord. That was awesome. We dropped some Lads, dropped some NFTs. XPOW's got some good things coming with Lads Poker as well. We're going to start some seasons there. Should be a good time. But we're still looking into if it's rigged or not. Speaking of seasons, we're going to touch on Lads, the Lads Season 1. We put out that article. But again, last episode kind of got shadow banned there, so don't know what's going on with that. We'll look to fix that. We'll move some things around. But before I do get to that, I want to show you an updated image that I have from the Uplift world. As you guys know, Lads is trying to make its way into the Uplift. We have a new updated picture. Shout out to Hanford. Shout out to Small Town Cowboy. The guys that are putting in work to get our community hub there set up in the Uplift. Eventually, we'll have this in Crypto Voxels, Sandbox, but we'll start here with the Uplift. Land sale to come. All is going to be in Lads tokens. We'll get some people that don't know what Lads are, what the Lads community is. They'll say, ooh, I want to have some, I want to have some land. I can only buy this in Lads tokens. Uh-oh. What do they need to do? I don't know. But shout out to them. We got some talk going there in the NFT district. So I am going to completely close my Discord because you guys blow it up every time and it throws me off. Very briefly going to touch on Season 1 just so that you guys have that if you're watching the episode post, because we did get to it last time, but again, I've said it enough times. YouTube is screwing us last episode. Just pinned the Season 1 and Lads roadmap release. A lot of good info in here. Again, our mission to build the best crypto content network in the entire industry. We're already one of the largest social token Web3 communities in all of crypto. And then tokenize that network to create sustainable value capture and growth for every member of the community, not just the creators or top organizers. That means you guys. You want to get involved? Let us know. Shout out to Carrots. He's been doing a great job. There's a lot of people I could shout out, but we got to get to the episode. Here's what we built. $250,000 listens, 7,000 subscribers, 1,500 on Discord. This already needs to change. Shows, events, new shows going to be added very shortly here. Introducing Season 1 and the Llama. So, two things I want to get to you guys before I hop out. You guys can check out all the information, the important information that is, after the episode, because I do want to get to everything. But these are the two proposals we're going to put forth in Season 1 chat. Again, you can go into Season 1 chat that is in our Discord. We're going to put forth a proposal here to increase the threshold for ranks. So for nobles, for recruits, for guardians, that threshold is going to increase going forward. By which amount you guys will see here over the coming day, and then we can discuss in Season 1 chat, and then we can actually execute on April 1st when Season 1 begins. So instead of, for example, nobles being 5,000, we'll go ahead and raise that to 5,500. We'll raise that to 6,000, whatever we decide as a community. And then we're rewarding everyone who's held ranks proportionally in the city. So if you've held a noble rank, if you've held a guardian rank, if you've held a recruit rank, throughout that entire period. We're going to be rewarding you for doing so. Carrots is saying Season 1 is entitling him to some llama. Yeah. Yeah, everyone gets a llama. We've got some roadmap things going on here. We've got some exclusive NFT sales. This is just to kind of pump the velocity of LADZ token. And when I say velocity, I mean just the use of it. So we got some NFT sales coming. LADZ City in the uplift I've shown you. We're going to rebrand the whole network. Yeah, Hubber Snacks is saying airdrops to keep ranks. That's the idea. So full network rebrand. Layer 1 Live is going to get a rebrand. Layer 1 Podcast. NFT Live. All V2s there. NFT Vault and website launching in May. And then I'm super excited for this LADZ DAO Treasury. And here's the idea. Starting April 1st, revenue streams from channels, sponsorships, growing NFT sales, donations, and more will be funneled to the Treasury. These funds will be used to purchase NFTs that can be added to the LADZ NFT Vault and redistributed to the highest ranking members of LADZ, all at the discretion of DAO governance. Now, do I wish I could come on here and say, LADZ holders, you're going to get direct ETH payments for holding LADZ? Yeah. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. That is also the definition of security. So we have to work within regulation, but we want to provide the best type of rewards for our nobles, for our guardians. Phil Helmuth in the house. Got some Season 2 things here. Interoperability. I've heard multiple times. LADZ on Polygon. LADZ on Wax. LADZ merch. Easy's been talking to me about that. Social token collabs are going to be super big. It's already talking with Robert Hugendorn from Play to Earn on how our two communities can work together. Oh, you earn a little bit of Play to Earn? Or you have a little bit of Play tokens? You can do some things in LADZ. Oh, you have a little bit of LADZ? Do some things over there. Growing some sponsorships. So that's kind of a walkthrough, guys. I want to get to the episode. We got a packed one. Look out for that proposal there here over the next 24 hours. We're going to execute that on April 1st, and that will be officially the start of Season 1. All right, I'm going to throw up a calendar. Don't get overwhelmed here. Just look at the day of the week, okay? Top of this is going to be the calendar. We got Layer 1 live today. Welcome. Layer 1 podcast tomorrow. I know I didn't get it out. Don't give me a hard time. We got Exodus. We're bringing on some editors. That way it doesn't take me 3 hours to edit an interview that I already did. So we will get those out every week. Oh, God. Mr. Toe said what I didn't want anyone to think. We thought about executing it on April 2nd just so we didn't have that. All right, NFT Live, 2:30 on Wednesday. Layer 1 Lives on Thursday now, guys. Boom. Big switch. Easy Street as well. I think Alegria is coming from the whale community for this Easy Street. And then LADZ Radio and the second, boom, 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 boom. The second a week episode of NFT Live. You asked for it, we give it to you. A lot more coming. We got a gaming show that's starting up. I don't believe this week, but next week is going to be the start of our gaming show. We're locking down details there. That's going to be on the network. Hubber Snack says, how can I add this to my Google Calendar? So we are going to get to that. We can get to that in the city. Llama, if you can help Hubber Snacks out, that would be amazing. So that is the calendar for the week. Full week. We've got LADZ Poker coming to you weekly now. I got to get some information from XY before I say something I don't mean. But I'm sure there are a lot of people waiting for the episode here. A lot of people. 42 of you guys in the house. Get the episode shared. All-time high is 116. Earning some LADZ rewards for hanging out today. Talking crypto. More Ronin. My man. Please leave a like. Please leave a subscribe if it's your first time here. One of the best communities in crypto. Hop into the Discord. Drop a little alpha. Excited, man. All right. Look, I meant to start the episode with the breaking news being NFTs and on SNL, but just take a look at this story. I know it's kind of hard to follow on this Zero Hedge website here. My man, right here, Bill Huang, Archegos Capital, got liquidated for about $20 billion. And it reverberated through the market. This guy, let's see if we can't get to this one. Sorry, I'm getting you guys the best information. Obviously, this guy was on leverage. I think he was on like 7x leverage, 5x leverage. We got Dovey coming through, saving me here. To be honest, Bill is a pure legendary degen. Rarely will you see someone like his size still on such high leverage without hedge. Reminds me of A. Weiss once said, linear wealth, not compounding wealth. Bill was running 5x leverage at the beginning of the year on $5 billion. Almost tripled it till March, didn't take any profits. And it looks like two specific stocks were the downfall of this guy. And so there were margin calls everywhere. The banks were margin calling this guy. Viacom, CBS, and Discovery hit his book hard in March, margin called, and later wiped out last week. Shouldn't be 100%, but around that. Yeah, be careful is a little bit of an understatement at this point. This guy got liquidated by the banks. He didn't even close out to his positions. He just let the banks liquidate him. Margin called straight up. So I'm going to bring up that original story because what ended up happening was a compounding situation where a lot of the short sellers, a lot of people who are analyzing this market started to call a lot of the shares, which were being forced down because he got liquidated. A lot of the shares were being called, being traded from good to bad. The analysts were saying, hey, this might be a bad stock, which kind of led to more downward pressure. It was this big snowball effect, but this guy was levered up on billions of dollars. Absolute legendary degen. Look at this. Meanwhile, adding insult to injury, a handful of completely clueless sell-side analysts who had no idea a fund was forced to dump its positions were scrambling to explain the price action. Rushed to downgrade companies such as Viacom and only added to the liquidation frenzy, even though their arguments were completely false. In any case, Archegos, that was the name of the investment firm, is now finished. The firm's website no longer available, and the company did not return multiple requests for comments. Apparently, Huang's got a big background of doing this before, seeing a fund closed. But that's just amazing. So I'm trying to see exactly the amount he was going for, right? He had about $5 billion, turned that into a little bit on leverage. Looks like about $33 billion. And then you can see the stock prices here. I mean, it depends on the debt. I'm sure the guy has more. So that was an amazing story. The amount of leverage this guy had at the amount that he was trading on, billions. And more so, the guy he let himself get liquidated. This guy's a multi-billion-dollar investment firm head. And there were no stops. He just got completely margin called by the banks. Unreal. So I wanted to start off with that. Unbelievable. Like I said, I think one of the comments were, Flint Savage said, how do you sleep being leveraged with billions? I don't know. All right, other story. This has pretty much been around the cryptocurrency news. Just around the block here. SNL explaining NFTs via Eminem. I'm not going to play this, YouTube. I'm not going to play the volume. But we see. Hopefully they don't get me on like image rendering either. But we can see Janet Yellen is being played by one of the SNL casts there. And then they have the Eminem. And then they have the Eminem. I forgot what song was that. That's not Slim Shady. Anyways, goes into it, talks about NFTs. What the hell's an NFT? There you go. Yeah. And so this is all over SNL. He's got his BitBoy pants on. You can see the Gronk piece there. A lot of stuff going on in this video. Morpheus. Some pieces I didn't even know about. Peter Griffin dunking a basketball. I don't know if we covered that. But it's official, man. It's official. NFTs are mainstream. We see that all over SNL. One of the really... Let's tie this back into LADZ. We had... What was my man's name that we had on Easy Street on Thursday? He was talking... He basically hinted that this was going... Yeah, Marty McFly saying it. Easy broke the SNL first. What was my man's name? I'm sorry I'm blanking on that. He came in, hinted at the SNL piece. Nobody knew. He reached out to Easy afterwards and said, "Hey, I hope I didn't break any too many news there." And then it ended up Brinkman. Yep, there it is. Brian Brinkman's coming through. And then what do we see a couple days later? Boom. Saturday Night Live, NFTs. So, cool to see. We're officially there. There's not much to that story, but it's cool to see us getting mainstream adoption. Where do you go from here with NFTs? There is going to be that. We're already seeing the expanding. Where's the contracting going to come in? We'll see what the market looks like going forward. Still got a lot of room to grow as an industry from market cap standpoint, but there is going to be some contraction because we just went from no one knowing about us to us being on SNL. Easy saying the man has diamond lips. I would have let it spill. God damn it. Llama's saying the vid's region blocked, so don't show too much of it or else YouTube ban. God damn it. I swear I'm a degen on here to YouTube. YouTube's looking at us like these mother... If it's not the audio, it's the video. All right, Visa completes first cryptocurrency transaction on ETH, settled in USDC. Visa's obviously been at the forefront of payment systems in doing this. So Visa's use of the Ethereum blockchain removes the need to convert digital coins into traditional money before a transaction takes place. So it's removing that little middle step, transacting USDC into fiat or ETH into fiat. The move comes at a time when major institutions like BNY Mellon, MicroStrategy, and PayPal have all embraced the crypto industry. Here is a comment from Kui Sheffield, head of crypto at Visa. We see increasing demand for consumers across the world to be able to access, hold, and use digital currencies, and we're seeing demand from our clients to be able to build products that provide that access for consumers. This is a move that's going to make Visa one of the first, I mean, we already see people moving that way, but one of the largest payment system providers that are going to offer buying with their own cards. I think Crypto.com does this service already. So here was the actual trial here. In a trial conducted earlier this month, there it is. Crypto.com sent a USDC transaction to Visa's Ethereum address at Crypto Custody Service Anchorage. So again, they were already kind of experimenting with this. You could buy crypto with your card, with your credit card. But that transaction on the back end was being converted to fiat. You see that at mom and pops as well. If they're accepting crypto, they're not really accepting crypto. They're accepting fiat. I'm here breaking news that Visa is transacting on the Ethereum blockchain, and Josh wants the Axie news. What's up about those Axies, bruh? Monday now and got to get the good stuff. Good to see you in the house, Josh. The how-to's asking for Nemik. I haven't seen that. Drop some news. We'll get to Axie here in a second. We got to get through some of this quick news, and then we'll hit Axie in our first story for NFTs. As of yet, we haven't seen Axie come back at all. Jiho's not back at all. Obviously, the community's kind of rallying around that. But this is big. Visa completing first cryptocurrency transaction there. They're moving slowly into offering just straight to crypto transactions. None of this straight to fiat right after making the transaction. CEO Al Kelly, Visa is also looking to enable the purchase of Bitcoin on Visa credentials. We got some stellar folks in the chat saying this should be stellar. Maybe it should. Maybe it should. I like what Stellar's doing. They don't have... I don't think they have the negative narrative you have with XRP. You don't have the consistent dumping you get from the bag holders there. Josh Burns says, clickbait. Listen, man, there's a lot of news to get to around the industry. All right, this was breaking news right here. This is really awesome. This is kind of a who's who of DAOs at this point. Moloch DAO, Metacartel. I don't think I see Metafactory in there. We probably get a sizable amount of DAOs here that we can probably look into. So we see some Moloch DAO. I was looking for... I was looking for the DAOs that were involved. I can't place them all by their logos there. But Yield Guild I see in there as well. Social tokens, DAOs, probably the next movement. That's where you go next. If you're looking for what's past NFTs, you're looking into decentralized autonomous organizations, you're looking into social tokens that facilitate those DAOs. So it looks like what House is a kind of aggregator. And again, this just broke. I've been following House for a little while. But it looks like DAOs that are involved in House, which is this conglomerate of the who's who of large DAOs at this point, are going to be able to have and I guess accumulate this House token. So, again, really wanted to bring this to you guys. I need to look more into it. It just broke, I believe, like an hour ago. But you can see a lot of the who's who of DAOs kind of coordinated under this House platform. You'll be able to obviously get more involved if you want to get more involved here. I know that House is looking to create tools. They're looking to basically be the one-stop shop when it comes to DAO evolution. House 1.1 million raised in 75 seconds. Uber House governance. Uber House is now developing the governance structure and community around House and DAO House. There you go. Raid Guild, Venture DAO, Metagam, Delta. So, need to look more into this. I think House is a good... I mean, anytime you can get a coordination, kind of like what Seed Clubs does for social tokens, anytime you can get a coordination of this many DAOs, you'll get an evolution on that front. So, shout out to them. Maybe you'll see LADZ here within this DAO ecosystem sooner rather than later. Okay. Quick news here. Solana's pumping. You're asking why. You know, as ETH optimism gets delayed, we're looking for other reasons or other layers to kind of attack layer ones, whether that be Polygon, whether that be other layer ones like Solana. That's probably the bump that they've seen over the past 7 days. I think OKX, MCX took a little bit of a stake there. If we go to Solana, we can kind of see the updates there. They've got some news. There's a bridge. So Phantom, as we can see a bridge from ETH to Solana here via Phantom. You've got the Phantom wallet. You've got the MetaMask wallet. So you can see that ETH moving on to Solana. And once you're on there, as most of us that have been using Binance or Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, once you're there, you're off to the races. Llama saying, SBF in the big fluffy hair has propped up Solana. You've got a lot of interested parties interested in Solana, that's for sure. So you've got the ETH bridge there. You've got the news that MCX and OKX took a investment in Solana. NFTs on Solana, it looks like. So Phantom's making some good moves here. NFT support, bridges from ETH. They're doing all the right things. So, you know, Solana's going to be a player going forward. And we knew this. We knew this. It's not a surprise to anybody. So, sitting somewhere in the vicinity of top 20, we can see that move. Up about 30% on 30-day. Not even really that much. But we can see as you zoom out a little bit where it's gone since last year. We had Anatoly on around this time. Anatoly's the CEO there at Solana. If you guys want to check out that episode, it's a little bit dated. Maybe we need to have them on again. So, anyways, Solana, we'll keep you guys updated on all the goings on in that chain. Overman saying, check out NFFT. Coin Hunter and Brian are in the house. And Flint Savage is saying, love soul to the moon, baby. This hurts me to bring up, but looks like I'm going to have to. Shocker that we have Pamela Anderson here on BitClout. We've been covering BitClout here for a little minute. It's like a social currency exchange. Super centralized, money only in. But we have Pam Anderson here joining BitClout and saying, I will give you signed, I don't believe NFTs, signed Playboy covers for the top BitClout holders, hinting that she might drop some NFTs. And then what is BitClout? Yeah, we don't need to see that. 53 of you in the house, you came for the Pamela Anderson news. I know you did. Well, I'm giving it to you. March 27th, she became verified on BitClout, said it provided freedom while highlighting the importance of decentralization. Oh, man. What a story we have here. Mr. Toe says exactly what I'm thinking about. I'm here for it. I am here for it. That's why I'm giving it to you. And Overman, I'm about to kick Overman out of the chat. Just said Anderson is better than Lohan. There's a lot. You guys are, look at, this is why I'm talking about, this is why I almost said Lindsay Lohan. Woman after my own heart. We got Pamela Anderson here on BitClout providing incentives for you to hold the BitClout token. Obviously, she gets a percentage being verified now. You guys bring up a good point. As I make the weirdest transition of all time, we were talking about Solana and Layer 1's. Harmony is up pretty big. Shout out to Nick White. We had Nick White on as one of the first ever interviews on the Layer 1 podcast. Harmony's been doing super well. Up 140%, 600% on 30-day. So the thesis probably is, where's the Layer 1s that haven't pumped yet? Let's find the Layer 1s that haven't pumped yet. Optimism delayed. E2.0 win. Anyone that has access to BitClout, which you need BitClout tokens to actually get access, wondering what the token price is at. Wondering what Pamela Anderson's token price is. If whatever it is, it's too high. That's what I can tell you. All right, 54 of you in the house. Before we get to the Illuvium sale and breaking down that Illuvium sale that's happening tomorrow on Balancer, we got Cosmos. Looks like Cosmos did an on-chain vote here. So, vote pretty much executed the launch of IBC, which is their inter-blockchain communication. Basically, all the dApps that are being built on Cosmos at this point using Tendermint have been not connected to each other. But it looks like after this final vote to enable the feature, 120. This is, I don't know if this means 112 million to 75, like 75, only 75 or 75 million, overwhelmingly in support of activation. In the simplest terms, IBC enables messages to travel between blockchains that have implemented the standard. So tokens from one chain to another. So IBC is ready to roll. Looks like the voters actually pushed this forward. Shout out to the Cosmos ecosystem. If that's another one. That's another one I'd be looking at. Not investment advice. Cosmos has been doing a good amount of jobs. We can see. Let's see Adam here. All right, Choina just tipped his hand there. Choina's got access to BitClout. If you guys are looking for OTC deals, you know who to go to. Pamela Anderson is $12,320.09 or 90 cents. Yeah, every chart looks like this a little bit. So Cosmos, I would just keep a lookout for that one. I think they've done a great job, obviously, pushing this interoperability. It's a little bit of a meme, the interoperability stuff at this point, but it's real. All right, 56 of you in the house. I know you came for the Pamela Anderson news, but I've got another one. Illuvium sale is tomorrow. I've been shilling Illuvium. I do not own Illuvium, clearly. The sale is tomorrow. I'm planning on getting some. Illuvium Balancer Liquidity Bootstrap Pool starts Tuesday, March 30th at 1500 UTC. Kieran, I'm going to have you on the channel. I understand the Australia time difference. It's kind of tough. I should have hit it immediately. That was the problem. I waited a day to get back. I'm sorry. Take me back. How to get into Illuvium. I cannot, as a, I have a fiduciary responsibility. No, I don't. I have a responsibility to my followers here, or the people that are watching, the community members here. I can't tell you exactly how to do it, but I can show you the blog article. Overman is asking how much for Lohan. Listen, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. That's how I look at it from a Lohan perspective. Okay, so this is obviously an AMM. So I don't believe there are any geographic restrictions here. I know I got a couple of those questions. They're doing a semi-Dutch auction here. And when I say semi-Dutch auction, they're doing it in that way where the price is going to start at $50. Originally it was $100, but Delphi Digital came in, pushed a proposal pretty quickly, and was able to get that down to $50. So it's going to start at $50 and gradually make it a little bit lower as we go. All right, so here's the parameters. Obviously, this was edited. Starting weight, starting price, duration 72 hours. There's a token address. We got a token supply 1 million. There's the token symbol as well. XPaw's lighting me up right now. So when people say take us to your leader, that means Q. I thought we had already lined this out. I thought that was like clear on the roadmap. Overman's hitting me in the feels. Bro, it's worth less than you paid for it. Not in my heart and not in my soul. It's going to go up on my wall. We're talking about the Lindsay Lohan NFT. That is sticking with me. I've got diamond hands. All right, key takeaways for the sale here. The declining price mechanism of the BL, so this is the balancer pool, BLBP allows interested users to wait until they are comfortable with the price before acquiring tokens. Front-running or sniping transactions doesn't work due to the nature of the pool. Price discovery. So, CoinList actually ran a auction for Flow. We've recently seen this on Flow. I believe the price started around $1, made its way to about 32 cents, 40 cents in that auction. Shout out to you guys. Oh, man. Cheers to the cult. Slippage and failed transactions. All right, so basically what does this mean? So this is going to happen on Balancer. They're basically going to supply the pool with about 1 million tokens. And in order to make sure there's no rush where people feel upset, in order to keep the people at bay, essentially, bots or anything like that, from kind of eating up all of the tokens in that pool, they're going to set it up in, again, not sure how this differs from a Dutch auction exactly, because it pretty much has the same processes here, but it starts at a higher price, eventually goes lower. People are buying it up at that price. And technically, the way this should look, as they kind of show the bottom graph here, this is the way that the token sale will likely go. Finds its kind of floor. People say, oh, it's $75. Now, this might change, obviously, because the price is now $50. But same rules apply. You'll see little bounces here as it finds its kind of floor. Thanks for coming through here, Illuvium. This does not represent the actual price or direction of the token during the sale and used for illustrative purposes only. Also another piece here, exclusive Illuvium BLBP NFTs. At the end of the bootstrap phase, the amount of ETH used for all purchases converts to points at a rate of 1 point per ETH. These points can be used to redeem promo NFTs that will only be available for a short period of time following the sale. This applies only to those who hold all of their ILV purchases after the sale concludes until the NFT's redeem window is closed. So this is basically what I'm taking away. You get points on top of the tokens that you're getting. So if you say, and I'm not going to get the actual, like ratio here, correct? But say I have 1 ETH that I put into the pool, I get maybe 100 ILV. I also get these points, these BLP points. to then redeem for specific NFTs if you took part in this pool. I don't think there's been another post since then. Or at least, nope, so this is the last one. Here's what it's going to look like. Your standard AMM. I put in an 150 ETH. I don't know about that one, Chief. ILV. Then I get it in my wallet. They got the steps there, and all the links are going to be in the description, guys. So if you want to check that out, check it out. Obviously, this is not investment advice. Do your own research. Does everyone get it for the lowest price or for the price at the point of their bid, though? It's a great question. I think in the flow token sale, in that Dutch auction, you get it at the price of the final. You get it at the final resting price, basically. If I'm not mistaken, hit me up, guys. That's why we're all here. Let me know if I got that right. All right, the last point I'll make, as we have 65 of you guys in the house, what you will see is a gradual drop in token price matched by periodic bumps where the token goes back up. In theory, the price should eventually find some value that the overall market finds to be an accurate value for the token. It looks like in this bid, it's at the point of bid. That's what Red Hand is saying. I think a Dutch auction, everyone receives the tokens based on the final resting price, but it might be here that you're receiving it at the actual price here. We got some Julian Assange messages, and I am not ready to go down that rabbit hole, so I will move on here. But we do have this Illuvium pool here tomorrow. If you have any more questions, drop them here. Drop them in the Discord. But looking forward to this one. Looking forward to NFT gaming, man. We'll continue to monitor this in the Discord. If you want to get more information, if you want to talk about it with people who are likely going to get involved, hop in the Discord. All right, I'm going to fly through the rest of the episode, guys. You guys have been awesome all the way through. Overman is increasing my titles here. I am head of Colt, and I am qualified crypto investment advisor. RFox is doing a great job. Really like what they have coming. I'm a big weekend stan. I know Xpile is going to get pissed at this, and the Buffalo information that was dropped on LADZ Radio and the conversation we had about a certain song should not have been leaked. I'm a big weekend fan. Time will tell if I'm able to actually, purchase this at all. Likely not. But it looks like the weekend's getting into NFTs. Not much of a deep story there. We're going to continue to follow that. It looks like new song living in the NFT space coming soon, so it'll likely be an audio-based NFT. We watched this Uniswap promotion for the V3 platform, I believe 2 weeks ago at this point. So much information given in this. Oh, wait. YouTube, don't hit me with it, man. Is this geo-blocked? Yeah. Cool. Anyways, this piece right here, guys, sold for about 600K. 600, 400. Let me make sure I'm correct here. About 500, so right in the middle. Right smack dab in the middle, about 520,000 to a DAO. This is pretty cool. The DAO that was buying this piece here was co-founded by Leighton Cusack, who's part of Pool Together. We've had Pool Together on the channel, that no-loss lottery platform. that we should probably implement here within the city. But it looks like People Pleaser DAO purchased this piece for about $520,000, 310 ETH. And People Pleaser, who was the artist, actually donated the entire amount to Stand With Asians, a movement to help stop hate crimes and discrimination against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. So, really cool story there. We got to get Leighton back on. There's so many people we want to get back on the channel. It looks like Red Hand went out and did some work within the Illuvium Discord. Go ahead and post that link in their Discord as well, although that might be seen as a shill. Red Hand says Illuvium Discord just followed up that you pay the price of when your transaction executes. Yeah, as a lot of these platforms get more efficient with liquidity pools and things like this, there's a lot of conversations going around right now in the chat about social tokens. As these dexes get more efficient, as it becomes more usable, going to see a lot of social tokens start to have value, be easier for people to create. But we are on NFTs still. Synergy of Serra announces Alpha Fame rewards. This is a NFT project on Polygon. The upcoming trading card game Synergy of Serra now allows users to deposit their unopened crates, start earning Alpha Fame. Every week, 10 million Alpha Fame will be distributed to those who are staking their crates, and these tokens are not tradable. So, trading card game here on Polygon. I appreciate that, actually. Gaming on these Layer 2 is going to take off, man. Get ready for it. The Alpha Fame reward program will last as long as the card game is in alpha testing. And then the last portion here, Alpha Fame tokens won't be a part of the game with Synergy of Serra releases. When the developers have completely developed the game, there will be a new in-game currency called Scrap. So there might be a port there. Brian Zator says he's in on Synergy of Serra. KG's going to be so busy this year. Yes, sir. That is true. Okay. Here we go. 64 of you guys in the house. All-time high is going to be 116. We're inching. Mr. Toe saying Zed Run just announced drop for April 2nd. That is true. There was some, I think Plazas covered this. NFT Plazas is a pretty good website as well if you want to cover or if you want to get all the latest from the NFT space. This looks like just an updated version. We might be able to go to Twitter here. This is live coverage here. Zed Run. No, not Zed. Not Nathan Zed. Oh, some breaking news. Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. Who dropped that? Mr. Toe. I will be tipping you, sir. Mega drop inbound 2nd of April, 9 p.m. UTC. 2,000 Genesis race horses directly into the marketplace. I might be dating myself here, but Dave and Buster's, back in the day when I used to live over there in Hawaii, they used to have a game, and I'm sure it was another Dave & Buster's. I think I've seen it. The racehorsing game, where you got the ticket and then put it in there, and you could take it home and then breed. That's what Zed Run reminds me of. I could get involved. I can get into it. Mr. Toe coming through with the drops. My man. Right on the episode. Appreciate that. Okay. I have one last piece of NFT news. If you guys have more NFT drops to get to, let me know. I'm going to touch on DeFi here to end the episode, but artist Jonathan Wolfe selling out on Meme. I bring this up because Meme obviously went into version 2 and is making their kind of website revamp and everything. And it looks like they're selling NFTs here. As you can see, 0.01, as you can maybe not see because it's so hard to see on your screen. But what I'm seeing is there's ETH actually to mint, which is a new process they've implemented. A lot of you guys asking for the Z run price, so I'll get that to that in a second. But we got ETH to mint, essentially. So they're actually launching a storefront, it looks like. Other than just staking to get pineapples, they're actually now launching ETH to mint. Good move. A little bit more revenue for the meme platform there. Jonathan Wolfe, obviously the friend of Fuocious. Really popping off. One of the first to pop off, really. So it looks like you have to stake meme to get yeah. So the stake meme to get pineapples to mint, but they now have ETH to mint. So you actually have to pay ETH to mint and not just stake your meme for pineapples. That's what I'm kind of getting at here. 0.01 ETH to mint, 0.1 ETH to mint, and 1 ETH to mint. Cost pineapples and ETH. You know what? Meme is one of the craziest stories in all of crypto. Oh, Badger Dow. My man. All right, so I need 50 pineapples. I'm seeing pineapples still. All right, so again, looking at this, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but a lot of these are done for pineapples and not actual ETH minting. But what I'm seeing on that site is that they had that Jonathan Wolfe for minting and costing in ETH, not pineapples. Getting some Badger comments here. Love the Badger team. Not sure why Badger hasn't pumped off a lot of the things that they've done. Llama666 is saying John's is late news. All right, guys. I don't know what you want from me here. I'm doing an episode every day and a half, bringing you guys all the news. What do you want from me? I'm doing NFT live twice a week. You will get your news on time. We talk about all of this shit in Discord too. I love what Badger's doing. All right, we're going to hit some DeFi news. A lot of this DeFi news is going to be stuff that you guys got to do your research for. A lot of this is going to be very in-depth. We definitely want to have some DeFi experts on the channel. I think that would be of value if we could have a DeFi episode specifically. We've got so this is basically Hayden's talk, yeah? 40,000x more capital efficient. And so basically this is a Uniswap team covering the launch, right? So it's going to be more capital efficient when it comes to automated market makers, supplying liquidity. And here we go. In Uniswap version 3, LPs can allocate capital within custom price ranges, creating individualized prices. For example, an LP could decide to provide liquidity only for Ether when it trades at, let's say, 1,800 and 2,000. We've seen some of this come from Balancer. We've seen some of this come from, I think Dodo was one of the first ones. To offer one-sided liquidity. Seen a lot of love come through. I appreciate you guys. I'll make sure to just get a 24/7 stream going. Literally, I'll just be pinged and I'll just come to the screen and I'll break down the latest news for you. So LP capital efficiency problem is one that Uniswap has been tackling since its inception. In a broader sense, it's an issue that in some ways encapsulates the arc of DEX development. So I'm going to get to a sushi story here in a second. But we have Uniswap basically coming out and saying, hey, this is what we're launching, basically be able to decrease the slippage and be able to kind of provide efficient markets for decentralized exchanges, at least their decentralized exchange. Max is saying Bankless is so much on ETH, I think they smoke it too. Yeah, Bankless is awesome. Ooh, yeah, suggesting a collab with the Bankless guys. So again, going through the rest of the V3 right here, an updated fee structure. So there'll be free fee structures that allow people to actually make more money from being LP providers. So a lot of things happening with Uni. I want to get into this SushiSwap story because it's so juicy. So juicy. Overman, I saw the comment. You don't retract it. Keep it out there. DeFi exchange SushiSwap faces $880 million dilemma. All right, this is the issue, and there's a little bit of a conspiracy theory thing to this as well. Basically, the way they set up the tokenomics is that there's about to be 880 million sushi tokens that hit the market based on staking, based on a bunch of different aspects here, but mostly staking into contracts that release at a certain point. So here's the problem. And this has happened a time before. They don't want, and by they, I mean the sushi team, doesn't want 880 million tokens to be hitting the market all at once. So they're asking the community, can we push this back or can we release these over time? Now they've already done this once. So launched on August 28th, 2020. SushiSwap is an Ethereum-based decentralized exchange that was originally based on Uniswap. It lets people trade tokens directly with other people without interacting centralized exchanges or other parties. Okay, we know that. They're really going for the new people, right? And so here's where it comes in. In October, yield aggregator Harvest started supporting Sushi, enabling its thousands of users to start vesting Sushi. This is the vesting that's coming of age right now that's about to unleash. From around the end of March onwards, 47 million Sushi tokens, of which Harvest Finance owns around 5%, will reach the 6-month mark and should become unlocked. Here's the conspiracy theory. Maybe Uniswap, maybe some other competitors are actually working through this vesting to actually, suppress the price of sushi. So there were a couple different things that were voted on here, and this was already kind of talked about and voted upon. On January 28th, SushiSwap community members brought up the issue of tokens that were set to be unlocked. And there was a vote that actually happened. SushiSwap token holders voted for second option of a slower distribution of funds. 60% of the turnout voted for this option. SushiSwap's code was changed in a way that would stop yield aggregators like Harvest Finance from getting its tokens. So it looks like what happened was, if you were interacting with the actual platform, you got your tokens, but if you're interacting through a contract, they made it so you weren't able to. actually harvest this yield. So it looks like they pushed a code change that would continue to allow individual wallet owners to claim their sushi, while anyone who interacted with the project via smart contract would get no tokens. Holy shit. We've got some sushi team members, for the love of God. The move was made to protect the protocol from parasitic farms who have only one purpose: market dump sushi. The concern that a rival protocol had built up a large supply of sushi might immediately sell all the tokens to receive its own native token. Boom! This is why I love DeFi, man. This is why I love DeFi. People say it's a game. It's one of the first MMORPG real-life games. We've seen that thrown around a lot. This is a game. This is part of the give and take here. So you're looking for my opinion. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. This is not the good look for sushi. Just drop the tokens. Do what needs be. If you need to do it over time, but stopping quote-unquote parasitic farms, it's not the way to go. You got to bite the bullet here for your decisions later down the line. Now, if they increase the length of that unlock and then unlock over time, okay. But to completely stop yield coming into, again, farms like Harvest. Carrot saying the irony of sushi using the word parasitic. All right, so we got again team members here, whereby all protocols that were set to receive sushi must make proposals to the SushiSwap community about how they plan to use the funds. He polled that community, giving the options of sticking to this plan or putting time windows on them to do so. The respondents backed the initial idea but had no option to reject the whole plan in its entirety. So basically getting some clarity here on how they're going to use the unlocked funds. Obviously, there's some community criticism here. Sushi already is in the limelight for having forked Uniswap's code. There are a lot of people that make their decision based on that right up front. So to honestly have this situation happen where they're stopping different yield that they had decided on, stopping that to these different farms, and then trying to decide how they were going to do this now, kind of walk back on their tokenomics. As someone pointed out earlier, they should have done their tokenomics better. Here's kind of something that puts a bow on this. Reputation is everything, and given all the drama we have gotten in the past few months, I think it's wise to do whatever we have to do or whatever we can do to be good crypto citizens. Boom. All right, so we got about 70 of you guys in the house today. Appreciate you showing up. I'm going to fly through the rest of this. Dex battles heating up. PancakeSwap. Can't stop, won't stop Binance. So it looks like the TVL within PancakeSwap has reached Uniswap levels. There's a couple comments here on SushiSwap as well. So reaching 5.5 billion here in total value locked on PancakeSwap. The token, obviously we know the token has done really well in that time. I think 25,000% up to top 50. Obviously you're only getting a little bit of the the view here. But back in October, 40 cents, trading around 17 now. Before it hit CoinGecko, it was much below that as well. So PancakeSwap, Binance doing well in the total value locked in the fees category as well. Or the volume category, my fault. No fees. SushiSwap daily trade volume peaked at 73% of Uniswap in early January. Today it has declined just 13.6%. So in terms of daily volume, PancakeSwap leading with 612 million, Uniswap having 553 million, and SushiSwap with 154. See some, obviously, price action here. Order some Kobe beef. That sounds like a dap there on sushi. You'll see Kobe out pretty soon, I'm sure. All right, so that's pretty much the battle. I mean, all of those three stories, just battle of dexes right now. We see Binance obviously taking over all of these layer 2s, these layer 1s. Outside of Ethereum, seeing a good pump. Binance seeing the most. We covered Binance for a long time here. We got guys in Binance pools. It'll be interesting to see that sentiment going forward. Mr. Toe's asking Q, what site is that? Missed it. Crypto Potato is one of the best blogs from insightful news and analysis there. So Overman, if you're looking for insightful news and analysis, breaking, that's where you need to go. Not here, obviously. Okay, I got a couple pools here. This is within Binance Smart Chain as well, and then I'm going to touch on Dragonfly Capital. So, new liquidity mining program on BSC, OPIUM. Basically a 1-inch decentralized aggregator on Binance Smart Chain. Their pool just launched. You can use the bridge there, P Network. There you go. That's kind of how you do it. Again, not investment advice, but a lot is happening within Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. So you guys know my opinion. I'm blockchain agnostic. I'm usually agnostic to most drama within the chains. There's good opportunities everywhere. You have to obviously analyze risk. We've seen some rugs on every chain, but Binance has had their fair share in the small amount of time it's been launched. But P Network's providing that bridge. Convert OPIUM to POPIUM. Stake your POPIUM into the LP pool on Binance Smart version. And there you go. You got your 1-inch aggregator, the rewards that you got. And Overman saying he only uses Q as an investment advisor. Up big. All right, last piece of news. I got 3 others in the description that you guys might want to check out. Don't have time to cover them really because we've definitely hit on a lot of DeFi coverage right now. Dragonfly Capital launching $225 million fund. $225, not a little bit of money. More money that gets into the ecosystem, the better. It looks like Huobi, OKX, Bitmain, Bybit, all funding this capital fund right here. DeFi, NFTs, Ethereum Layer 2s, and business and centralized finance infrastructure. All 4 is what they're looking for. All right, in the description, I've got Hermez launching ETH Layer 2. Looks like they're doing zero-knowledge roll-ups. You might want to check that out. I've got Alpha Homora launching their new tokenomics and staking, and then I've got Ellipsis Finance launching. If you want to check those out, those will be in the description. Going to hit the calendar real quick. Layer 1 podcast tomorrow with Exodus Wallet, NFT Live on Wednesday, Layer 1 Live on Thursday, Easy Street Thursday, LADZ Radio NFT Live on Friday. We'll get more information out on poker, and then we will have that new gaming show launching, or NFT gaming, should I say, next week. All right, guys, that is pretty much the episode. I will see you in the city. I'm going to get you some rewards for being on today's episode as well. If you want to drop any more information as we close out this episode, hit me up. Is Jiho free yet? Is Jiho free yet? My man is still in the gulag. Someone save my man in the gulag. Hopefully it's a doubles game. All right, this is a free-for-all part of the episode here. NFT Platform Index. Have not seen this yet. Look at that. Engine? Someone explain to me why Engine is a majority of this index before I hop off here. Mana, Sand, Super, Audio, Axie, Gala Games, Rari, NFTX. Beetlejuice here from Taiwan. Uh-oh. Good catch, Llama. We got another alpha drop here. I don't know about Engine being a majority of that portfolio, though. Not a big fan. Although, from what I hear from Asmodai, they're definitely getting a little bit better here. Yeah. Let's take a look at this in real time, huh? Degen Index. Oh, this is my shit right here. DeFi top 5, Oracle top 5, NFT platform. There are times in this space where you feel like it's too much. It's just so much is happening. I saw people tweeting from around the industry saying, listen, I got guys working on this. I got analysis every week coming from my junior analysts. I still can't keep up with it. But there's sometimes when you're kind of sitting here and you're looking at these different platforms and you said, thank God. So the pace of innovation sometimes leads to cool shit like this. Love this platform. Social Token Index is coming. We had some interesting news from Whale today. So Whale dropped this last night. Some support from Jiho and Axie. Come on now. I've said this many times, but crypto, DeFi, NFT, social tokens. More to come later if I'm not busy building a social token empire. It will be interesting to see electrifying to see if indexes start to get built out, what that has on the, price of the different social tokens and what effect that does have on everything. Cajian's in the house. Rage Cage. Free Axie Infinity. Absolutely, my man. We started off the episode. I think we actually hit your profile. We might have to do YouTube. Oh, no, there he is. They put Jiho in gulag. Get him out, please. But anyways, back to that story. There were some questions about social tokens, where that's going. That is the next thing. DAOs, social tokens, the synergy between them. And really the synergy between NFTs, social tokens, and DAOs. That's where it's headed. But it's all broken right now. They're all disconnected. We need the tools to be connected. Shout out to Whale Shark for laying some of those groundworks, some of those rails. And it's an inevitable. I don't know what is happening with my pronunciation today. Inevitability. That social tokens and DAOs will take over. It's just how long. To me, it's not an if, it's a when, and we will start to see that. Even little things like being able to see that platform have a social token index would be big. Need more competitors to roll. Rally's doing a great job. Rally is doing a phenomenal job. All right, guys, I am about to head out of here. Get your last comments in here. Great episode per usual. And Jiho and Donald Trump got something in common. Q quote. Did Thanos have that tweet on lock beforehand? That quote? Yeah, the Jiho part, as we see Llama saying, not even sure what Jiho did to get the ban. That's a good point. I mean, if you had both of those happen individually, you'd think maybe that was a random occurrence, but you have both of them getting banned at the same time. Chon is saying Whale Shark says inevitable the same way. Man, you guys are killing the comments late here in the episode. KG. Free Axie Infinity, our vibe, our tribe. We changed that to our vibe, our cult midway through the episode. I think XPlow put the proposal together, and we're going to go that. That's a good point. So Jiho obviously had access to the Axie Infinity Twitter account. Same phone number led to that ban. All right, put on your conspiracy hats here. It was Illuvium right before the sale. It was Illuvium with the spam report right before the sale. No, I'm joking. They wouldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, great marketing for Axie. I mean, if some kind of black swan, I'll repeat my comments from earlier, some type of black swan event happens, they can't get it back, that sucks. But more than likely what we have here is going to be a reinstatement. In a couple days, they get the marketing. My man KG's here. Absolutely going to battle for Axie, so shout out to him. Phil Homeuse in the house as we wrap up this episode. Talked on a lot this week, man. See if I can't pull up Discord for you guys one last time as we end the episode here. You guys, LADZ City will be hosting their rewards. For today's episode. We will get you those rewards. All right. Taking you to the NFT district, taking you to Uplift World. Let's see if we can't get a good look. Obviously, I showed you this at the beginning of the episode. Shout out to the guys building LADZ City within the Uplift world. Can't wait to get that going. We're going to be doing some land sales. So as you guys see, this is the main estate, but there are about 55 plots. 55 plots around this estate that are going to be up for sale. Once we get more information from the Uplift team, we'll be able to kind of dole out the details and figure out, hey, do we want to do these in LADZ tokens? Obviously, it's on wax. How much of it's going to go into the treasury? All that good stuff. We can kind of see a above shot here. There's also Uplift World Discord where we can go and see what we're working on here. Shout out to Phasia for dropping that episode. Mass Mage coming in. Shout out to Mass Mage. Hello from Honolulu. I didn't know you were Hawaiian or on the island, man. That's cool. Can't stay long, but keep up the good work. Gonna hit that bar. That's gonna be in competition with the Dollhouse a little bit, Buffalo. There is something going on. So, guys, if you want full access to LADZ City, you have to be a Guardian. You have to hold over 1,000. In this NFT district, as you can see, Gaming District, NFT District, Trading District, these will come alive. And the Citadel. These will all come alive in the different metaverses that we have over the years. I said it. But you can see there's information dropped here. So they have a Break the Server event at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. tomorrow. They'll definitely be visiting the LADZ plot. Shout out to Hanford. Shout out to Small Town Cowboy, per usual. So, awesome. As we get more information, we'll get that out to you guys on the various episodes we have on the channel. Hopping into main chat. Hopping in. Uh-oh. Get your shout-outs, guys. I'm in main chat. I am in the hub of LADZ City. You can be famous for just a little while longer as I finish out this episode. YouTube did not ban us today. Thank God. All right, fellas. Get your last bit of information in. There you are. I see you guys coming through. I will be dropping a proposal later in Season 1 chat. We can see it here. Boom. Season 1 chat right below LADZ Insider. The information that we're going to be dropping for this proposal, I would love to get comments. We'll drop some tips on people who leave some interesting comments, electrifying comments. 2 things we're voting on and executing on April 1st. What that threshold should be. It's going to be increased every season. So at the end of Season 1, it'll be increased again. But for nobles, guardians, recruits, what that threshold is going to be, whether that be an extra 1,000 at each level, 500 at each level, and then the rewards that are being dropped at the end of each season. So you guys have held the rank of noble, guardian, recruit. You're going to be getting airdropped LADZ tokens for holding that throughout the season. So we'll be putting together a proposal, getting it out in Season 1 chat, and you guys can have that discussion. We will be tipping people who come through and have electrifying, insightful comments and discussion. So get prepared for that. That is about it for the episode, man. Thank you guys for showing up. I might be headed to the bar in LADZ City. Uh-oh. This is me headed to the bar in LADZ City. Walking home, stumbling. not stumbling. Free Axie Infinity. Free my man Jiho. Get my man out of the gulag. I'll see you guys in the city. Our vibe, our cult. No, our vibe, our tribe. Thank you so much for showing up. See you guys this week. And as the beard likes to say, happy trading.